What's up, guys? Russ Anderson, Anderson Security Consulting, LLC, private investigations, executive protection, security consulting, social media links, as well as website with a contact page so you can get in touch with me in the link in the description below. So we're going to talk briefly. This is part of the ongoing series. This is video number 2 about how rappers wind up getting deleted or wind up getting injured. All right, so number 2 in the series is you stay in the hood. So your rap career is taking off. Now, before you were a successful rapper, you were, practicing your trade, and a lot of people don't know how much practice goes into becoming a rapper and being able to flow the way people do, the rappers do. It takes years to work on your trade craft. But now you're making it. Now you've made it. You're successful. You're making money. All right, and you're changing your life. You're able to help out your family, your friends, your kids. Everybody's happy for you, but not everybody's happy for you. So if you stay in the hood, you're leaving yourself open to a lot of danger, a lot of unnecessary danger. So here's what I mean. So a lot of you guys, whether you grew up with beef or not, if you got somebody that doesn't like you, and I talked about that in video number 1, with old beefs, they just never die, man. Especially, man, in the South. Like, I live in Florida right now. Man, these Southern dudes, man, these Southern brothers do not forgive. I mean, like, they hold on to stuff like the Hatfields and McCoys. It's amazing. They've got an ability to hold on to beef like I've never seen before in my entire life, man. So, I guess, hats off to their dedication. But even if you don't have beef with somebody, even if you don't have ops that have sworn to kill you, some people do have people like that just want you dead. So you're successful now. Now, the fact that you're successful creates a whole new set of potential dangers for you. And a lot of people don't think about this. So now you're successful, you still live in a hood. I grew up the same hood you grew up with. And maybe I was a better athlete, maybe I got more girls or whatever it is. Now all of a sudden, I'm driving my nice car, I got a job, or I got a small business, all of a sudden you're blowing up. Now you're driving a Lamborghini. You live in hood fabulous. And now I'm like, oh man, this dude is doing way better than me. And how dudes do, you want to floss, and maybe my girl's checking you out. Like, oh, look at him. I'm like, oh, hold on, wait a second. Like Boosie said, hypnotized with hatred, right? So once you reach a level of success, what you have to understand is this, man. And I only say this from this standpoint. I grew up in the Bronx. I grew up in High Bridge, as well as in Fort Apache. There are people out there that will take your birthday away from you. You know exactly what I mean. They will delete you for $50, much less if you walking around with a grip. Those of you from the George H.W. Bush community, a grip is a bunch of money. So you got 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 grand on you, or racks, which one rack is $1,000. And you got all this money on you, and I'm not doing so well. Say for instance, I'm barely paying my rent. I'm a stick-up kid. And my whole thing is sticking people up and robbing people, going to somebody's house. I know you got a bunch of money at your place. You got a bunch of jewelry at your place. You got a bunch of cash at your place, just sitting there chilling because you like flossing, right? And you put it on Instagram and all the rest of this stuff. I'm like, man, look at all this stuff. So I'm talking to my boys like, yo, he lives right around the corner from us, man. We know where he lives. He lives at such and such house. They got a gate in the yard, but we can get over that gate in a minute. We just kick in the door and take all of his stuff. So when you're successful, you need to move out of the hood. People in the hood don't need to have your address, except for the people that are very, very, very close to you. Your tight inner circle. And we'll talk about how to structure your inner circle at another video, and some of it's going to be a little bit painful. You have to cut some people out that used to be rolling with you before, especially now that you're successful. You have to let them go. And so if you don't move out of the hood, here's what you're doing. You're endangering yourself. You're endangering the people around you. You're creating an atmosphere of temptation for the guys who might want your stuff. If you're not in close proximity, if they don't know how to get at you, they are less likely to try to take your things, possibly putting you in danger, possibly causing someone, either yourself or them, to be deleted or a loved one. So my advice is, you reach a certain level of success, move out of the hood. Move out of the hood. That's what being successful is all about. It's about improving your life, and it's about creating a better life for your offspring. Anyway, it's your boy Russ, Anderson Security Consulting, Private Investigation, Security Consulting, Executive Protection.